What's going on, guys? It's the Honda Baron. In today's video, I want to talk about motorcycle gear. Specifically, should you buy motorcycle gear, accessories, equipment, or parts, things like that from AliExpress? If you're not aware of what AliExpress is, it's kind of like a wholesale Amazon out of China. It's like the Chinese Amazon, I guess. I know there's other websites people use, but AliExpress is kind of like the westernized Asian Amazon, if that makes sense. Everything you see on Amazon that isn't branded, you can find on AliExpress for way cheaper. Just takes a lot longer to get here. I know a lot of people aren't sure about using AliExpress, especially for motorcycle gear and equipment, and that's what I want to talk about. So on my bike, I've got some AliExpress gear. I got this tail bag on AliExpress. It was like $4. I've used it for quite a while, thousands of kilometers. It's beauty. Opens up, you know, you put some stuff inside, water bottles, things like that. I got this Givi tank bag on AliExpress. Totally off-brand, total rip-off. It's amazing. The quality is incredible. I will do a review of this fake Givi bag in the future. I kind of tied it on because the only problem is the magnets don't work, and you can replace it with magnets with better ones. I didn't. I also got this engine guard. I didn't get this engine guard on AliExpress, but the previous owner got the engine guard. I will talk about my problems with this engine guard in this video. Just want you to hear at this bolt, and I'll show you something on the other side as well, but keep this bolt in mind. And then on the other side here, let me show you if you guys can see this little welding area. Just keep that in mind for the I'll also upload a screenshot actually when I'm talking about it on the video, but keep that in mind. And my engine, the center stand is also from AliExpress, as well as my my gear indicator and the power outlet. So actually my bike is kitted out in AliExpress motorcycle gear. I've also got gloves. I got the chain cleaning brush. I bought a bunch of stuff on AliExpress, so that's what I want to talk about today in this video. Oh, and the hand guards are from AliExpress. So actually, this is the Honda AliExpress bike. It's not a CB500X. It's the Honda AliExpress. Yeah, I know a lot of people are kind of maybe apprehensive or nervous about ordering from AliExpress. You'll find the same stuff on Amazon for the most part. It is more expensive, but that's what I want to get into in this video. I'm just out here in the hood making my intro. Actually, I guess you can see these railway ties here, and this railway track is coming out. I guess there used to be some sort of train station here. It's like abandoned industrial area. I'll have to check that out. Kind of cool. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna hop on the bike and we're gonna talk about AliExpress. Let's go. Oh, we're neutral. Also, I apologize if the microphone is scratchy. I'm getting some interference. I'm not sure what that's from. I'm trying to figure that out for you guys, but alright, so like I started out with, AliExpress is like the budget Amazon. If you find something on Amazon, any motorcycle gear, jackets, you know, gear indicators, literally anything that isn't branded, and by branded I mean it's not from a reputable motorcycle gear brand that you're familiar with. Like if it's not Joe Rocket or something like that, you could definitely find it on AliExpress, and it will be cheaper. But basically it's like a cheap Amazon. It started out as Alibaba, which is still around, and they sell wholesale. They sell wholesale gear. They sell everything wholesale. I mean, anything you could want, you can find on Alibaba wholesale. And AliExpress is just kind of like if you need to buy a few of that specific item. Is AliExpress reliable? Yes. I've never had any issues ordering something from AliExpress. Everything has come, but the problem is it does take a while. There's no AliExpress Prime. You can pay for extra shipping. Shipping is generally free on AliExpress. You are going to be waiting quite a while, say a minimum 2 weeks, up to 2 months for to get something you ordered from AliExpress. So if you plan it in advance, it's not really an issue. But AliExpress is definitely a reliable company to order from. There is customer service. Sellers will interact with you if you've got questions or problems with your order. But generally, I have found AliExpress to be reliable enough when it comes to ordering. Again, with the only drawback being how long it takes to get the items that you ordered. So as you saw at the beginning, all of the different pieces of gear and, you know, accessories and other motorcycle items that I've ordered, I got all of that from AliExpress, and overall I've had an amazing experience with AliExpress gear. All the basic stuff you can order, like the gear indicator, the USB port, or the plug. What's up, buddy? The hand guards, the tail bag, the Givi bag, all of that stuff has been super reliable, super high quality. I would even go as far as say surprisingly high quality stuff. Nothing's ever really broken on me. You don't pull it out of the box. You don't think it's cheap, at least not in my case. And you can order so many motorcycle accessories on AliExpress. You can get gloves, you can get jackets, you can buy headlights, you can buy exhaust, everything you can buy on AliExpress. Now, when I buy some of those things on Ali, we'll get into that in a minute. Overall, my experience with AliExpress has been super positive. I still use it. I still order stuff all the time. My favorite piece of motorcycle accessory, or my favorite motorcycle accessory from AliExpress, is the chain cleaning tool. So they sell that grunge brush, which is like, I don't know, 12 or 15 bucks, you know, for cleaning the chain, right? Well, I got one on AliExpress for like 70 cents. I ordered 3 of them because I was thinking, like, you know, obviously you're gonna want, you know, I was thinking at the time, it's not gonna be good quality, it's gonna break the first time I use it. Well, I'm using the same first grunge brush, quote, that fake grunge brush that I bought. I still have 2 left, never use them. I'm happy about that. It's my favorite tool so far. I use it all the time for cleaning the bike. But if you haven't checked it out yet, go to aliexpress.com and check out everything they have. They have so much accessories and gear. Anything you can imagine for bikes, they probably have it. They also have some obscure stuff like these handguards, CB500X handguards. They've got branded stuff. Honestly, check it out. They've got a surprising amount of gear for the website. And I prefer it to Amazon because Amazon is more expensive, of course, if you're buying the same stuff. And like I said, I can wait for the things to get here. Now, when it comes to looking at the products and choosing the right one, I like to sort by orders. It shows you it's sorting by the number of orders that specific product has got. I don't like to sort by best rating or recommended because it's kind of hard to gauge the reviews and quality on that kind of gear. So I sort by orders to choose the accessories or gear, whatever that I'm going to buy. That works best for me. It's easy to change at the top. And when you are looking at AliExpress motorcycle things, you definitely want to check out the reviews and, if possible, look at the photos. A lot of people will leave reviews. You can even sort by reviews left by Canadians or, you know, Americans or Europeans, which is kind of cool because you can see what people say from similar areas as yourself have rated and what they have to say about the equipment or gear that you're ordering. And the reviews do tell, obviously, a pretty accurate story. It's not like Amazon where people can, or companies can send products to people for free in exchange for reviews. AliExpress, in that regard, is a little bit more honest. So take a look at the reviews, look at photos, and just, this is going to help you get a better idea of whether what you're ordering is reliable, if it's good quality or not. I will only order the highest rated stuff, you know, coming from China and with no quality control really, that not like Amazon where they got customer service and all that. They do have that on AliExpress, but you're probably not sending something back, and depending on how much money you're spending, you're going to be stuck with whatever you order. So I only order stuff that has the best reviews, and that is probably the easiest way to find good quality stuff on good quality motorcycle gear and accessories and stuff like that on AliExpress. Always look at the reviews, always look at pictures. And as for things I wouldn't buy on AliExpress, personally, when it comes to like the main components of your motorcycle, like the electrics, engine parts, these are things I just would not buy. I personally do not trust these companies enough to be buying that kind of stuff, especially when it's like, when it has to do with the well-being of your bike. I'd rather buy, say, OEM parts or something from Fort 9 for those kind of upgrades, like engine upgrades, exhaust upgrades, more serious electric upgrades. For that kind of stuff, I'd like to stick to Fort 9, you know, OEM kind of stuff. You alright? That kind of stuff. Other than that, all the cheaper stuff, motorcycle gear, all that stuff you can definitely get on AliExpress, but be careful when you're ordering those more serious components for your bike. For me personally, it's not a chance I'm willing to take. Some of you might be alright with that. Coronavirus! But for me, that is not a chance I'm willing to take. Now, the only issue I've ever had with AliExpress was that engine guard I showed you at the beginning. Now, I have dropped the motorcycle, not ashamed of that. I've taken it a lot of places. I shouldn't take this bike with the tires that I have. So obviously I've had a few drops, nothing too bad, all low speed or like a slide, but I had these cheap, they were like 50 bucks or 60 bucks US, so they weren't the cheapest engine guards, but compared to what you can get on Fort 9, which was like 300 bucks or 250 bucks for the engine guards, I just went with these with these, you know, Chinese engine guards, no name, and they were great, they were fine. I guess what happened though was the person that bought them before me. Okay, so actually, I gotta backtrack a bit. So basically, I brought my bike in for a tire change. He's looking at the engine guard. He goes, "You know, your engine guard is broken, right?" I go, "No, I never noticed." Turns out on the one side of the engine guard, it had sheared off the frame bolt. So it's using the frame bolts to keep itself in place. The engine guard sheared off the frame bolt, and now the bolt was stuck inside. Okay, not a big deal. It was easy. I was thinking it's easy for the mechanic to extract the bolt. Turns out when they extracted the one bolt, the mechanic says he looks inside and he's thinking, okay, you should be able to see straight through like the bolt hole, right? Put in a new bolt, easy does it. Well, apparently what happened before was another one of the engine frame bolts, whatever it's called, engine mount bolts, I don't know, had broken off. So there was another one broken off before, left inside, and the guy that had my bike previously just put another one on, a shorter one, and that also sheared off. And I was thinking, okay, that's kind of a big deal. I mean, why are these engine bolts, why are these frame mount bolts or whatever they're called, why are they shearing off? I guess it has to do with the type of bolt they provide you. The bolts are too hard. You need more of like, I guess, a softer bolt that can kind of flex with the frame and everything, so that it's not just putting all that pressure right on that bolt there. And they hooked me up at the mechanic. They got some pretty heavy duty bolts in there. And if you remember, on this side it was welded, and that's because one of the engine guard kind of mounts that holds the engine guard together, it also broke after I dropped the bike once. It didn't really bother me, it didn't really affect the entire integrity of the engine guard. It just kind of rattled a bit when I was riding. So they welded that, and they really hooked me up. They fixed it all, so now it's good to go. So I would say all in with like the labor and everything, I'm at $200. You know, would I have been better off buying the other engine guard, one of those OEM ones? I'm not sure, because you know, it did take a while for the mechanic to get the bolts out. But so far, it has protected the bike. It's protected the engine. It's protected everything when it's fallen. And I've dropped it a few times. And so far, I'm very happy with the engine guard. And again, that's my only issue that I had with the AliExpress gear that I've bought. Everything else has been amazing. That gear indicator that you see on my videos, that's from AliExpress, works flawlessly every time. Like, well, 5th gear, there it goes. Oh, 4th gear, there it goes. And this the 12-volt outlet is also from AliExpress, and I've used that to charge my phone and GoPro battery and stuff like that. Uh-oh, watch out, buddy. Watch out, watch out. Okay, thank goodness. Overall, I've had an amazing experience from buying things on AliExpress. Now, should you buy things on AliExpress? I think definitely. Like I've already mentioned probably like 6 times, it really depends on what you're buying. But for accessories, for gear like clothing and gloves and stuff like that, like Honda t-shirts, they've got all that kind of stuff. For that kind of stuff, I definitely recommend at least browsing AliExpress, seeing what they have. Keep in mind, it is going to take it is going to take a little while to get shipped to you. You're looking at, you know, a few weeks up to a few months, depending on what you ordered and what the seller is like. But overall, you're going to get what you ordered. As long as you read the reviews and look at photos and do your due diligence, what you're going to get is going to be pretty good. The only other thing I didn't like with the what I ordered on AliExpress was I ordered one of those, like, what's it called? Cramp busters, where you put it on the throttle there and you hold your hand. It was cheap plastic, and it just stretched, so it didn't, oh, come on. So it didn't end up working, but it was like 70 cents, so in the long run, I didn't even care that I had to throw it out. So overall, great experience on AliExpress. I definitely recommend checking out AliExpress for motorcycle accessories and gear. You can even get parts on there if you're so inclined, if you're willing to take the risk. I had that experience with my engine guard, but I would still order the same engine guard again if I had to do it all over. Yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Have you ordered something from AliExpress? Do you like ordering motorcycle gear from AliExpress? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. That's all I got for today. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click thumbs up if you liked this video. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button to stay updated with my future videos. Once again, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you guys in the next video.